yeah, now my people. Boo! Boo! That's what they're saying to Trent Alexander-Arnold. That's what they're saying to their legend. Liverpool legend. Madness. We're not hearing it. The top 5 race is going crazy right now. Chelsea are doing their biggest impression of, I don't know what they're doing an impression of, but they're trying their hardest not to qualify for these 5 positions in the Champions League. UEFA don't dash them one extra position, but still they're running away from it. Obviously, the Europa League finalists stinking up the place as usual, 16th and 17th. And yeah, there was a game against the top 2 yesterday, Liverpool versus Arsenal, but it was for nothing. Ended 2. Do you know what? We're gonna get into this, man. Oh yeah, now smash the line.
What a goal! Alexander-Arnold! Again. Oh, he scored again.
Oh yeah, now my people. Yeah. So we're here, man. Smash the like button, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And it's another episode of Op Watch where we talk about the opposition, the ops, the top 6. But here, obviously, guys, I think it's been a trend over the last few weeks. We're trying to grow the channel, so keep showing us support, whether you're watching us now or watching us on the replay. But I think each week we've been doing this show, we've had a debutant. And again, we keep it consistent. Another debutant. I'm sure if you're watching YouTube, you've seen him all. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all these ways, you've seen him about. Me and him, we have sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree on opinions, but it's going to be interesting when we go discuss today. Is he going to score an own goal? Is he going to score a hat-trick? We don't know what he's going to do on his debut. But come to the show for the first time, Tunnel TV debutant, we've got D in the building. How you doing, D?
Yeah, broski. No complaints, man. Happy to get the call up. You get me?
Yeah, man. So it's a long time coming. It's the first time, but definitely not the last time.
Yeah, people don't know that. They don't know that we stream outside of this anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
literally 100%, man. But go and check out D's channel. I've actually done it this time, guys. I put all your channels in the description before the show this time. I know I'm improving. I'm getting the hang of it again. But yeah, becoming a bit of a regular on the channel now. We've got man like Ash in the building, representing the Spurs lot. How you doing, Ash? You good?
Blessings. Hey, listen, big up for having me, bro. Big up to the panel. Big up to the chat as always. You know how we do, man. All things football.
Always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure. You don't know, we have our little, before our Wednesday shows on Never Foul, we have our little agony aunt session with Ash. You know, Ash has always got the scenarios for us to go through. But that's when we start doing the membership, we'll start releasing that extra footage. You get me backstage and that. But yeah, hey, do you know what? This guy, he's been on the channel before. I think he just dips in and dips out whenever he wants to. I don't understand him. He'll say he's my guy, but then we won't hear from him for 3 months. We'll see him now. If Newcastle don't get into the Champions League, we won't see him again. Anyway, but returning back to the show, we got man like Specks in the building. How you doing, Specks?
Yeah, I'm cool, brother. No, man's about, bro. When you got 8 to 10 kids and more you don't know about, then you get me. You can get a bit sticky, bro. Then trying to do your own shit, you know what I'm saying? But no, big up, bro. Like, you get me? Like, been a lot of things going on, but I had a little time to say, jump in before you start cussing me again on the WhatsApp. Get me? So, man's there.
So what, I guilt tripped you into this? It's not like you actually want to be here. Is that what you're saying?
Try pressure, man, thing. Cook, get me? Pressure cook thing, get me? Nah, it's all love, bro. It's all love. I tried.
I don't know about you, man. That sounds like you don't want to be here. He's moving like Kudus at West Ham. He's moving like Kudus at West Ham, bro.
Let me tell you something. I'm privileged and I'm blessed when anyone wants to be on their shows. You get me? Can get a bit overwhelming sometimes, but I'm cool. You get me, bro? You just shout, man. Innit? If I'm there, I'm there. I'm not. Get me? Ash knows. You get me? Like sometimes they get me. It's been a while with Ash show as well. If I'm there,
why are you bringing Ash into this? Hey,
no, because everyone here is the same thing.
Ash drawing you into vouch for him.
No, Ash knows this. And then Trent's talk. I was on Trent's like twice. I've been meaning to go back on there and do my madness like I did the first 2 times on my debut. You get me? But
yeah,
it's one of them things. You get me? So
hey, you guys tell me, you lot, because we all do streams on different people's channels back and forth. have you noticed Specks moving a little bit brand new since that Carabao thing? Like, let's be honest. Let's keep it 100 here, guys. A little.
I would too if I was him.
So you've noticed it. So that means you've noticed it. That's what you're saying. That's okay. As long as we've all noticed what's going on here.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm cool people, man. I'm easy, man.
Nah, big up, man. Big up everyone in the panel, man. Guys, I guess we should start at the top two clash yesterday. I mean, I think it was quite a weird. It was a weird game. Like I'll give my brief analysis, and you guys can chip in afterwards. My analysis of the game was like Liverpool looked at it like this is the last game that we really got to really try for, if anything, kind of, because they are closest rivals. Let's turn it on one last time, innit? But then obviously the game started. Arsenal had a few, like Saka. I don't know how Saka missed that set piece. And then no one's really talking about that whole interaction with Partey and Trossard when they I don't know, when they closed down Alisson or whatever. That should have then ended up in a goal as well. Very, very wasteful. Then Arsenal switch off, quick attack, switch off for the second ball, and then Liverpool 1-0, 2-0 about just like that. And then obviously it looked like, I don't know about you guys, it looked like it was going to be 4 or 5 after that. I thought, why? Wahala everywhere. Oh, please. This week is bad, where it's just digging our grave deeper and deeper. I thought it was going to be 4-5 because of the way we ended that half. And man, thank God for Luis Diaz, Sha. Thank God for Luis Diaz, because it could have been a different party other than that. But second half, we started well. Something that a lot of Arsenal fans have been waiting to see is Martinelli through the middle. I've always said that the position I see him ending up in is through the middle, because I don't think he's intelligent enough to be a winger. And he just has to focus on using his pace and running onto things as a striker. So I think he'd be better utilized of his strengths. And we saw that. But my issue is, why would you wait till we're 15 points behind, the end of the title race, we're out of the Champions League, to now try doing these things? I don't.
Less pressure. That's less pressure. This is that simple. Nothing left to play for. So you can take those experiments. You can do those type of things. And like you said, it's all about the third man runs in football, isn't it? That's the fashion. People like players that can run in behind and cause mayhem, cause some type of chaos. And I feel like since City or Pep made that statement that, well, we need to be more like the Brightons and the Newcastles and whatnot. I feel like his protege is looking at that and thinking, yeah, maybe I need to kind of switch over to that and utilize my players slightly different. I'm just saying, I'm not saying he's doing copycat, but I mean, it's looking rather familiar.
You're not saying it, but you're saying it. One of them ones, yeah. One of them ones.
Big up to us, man. You say about
Nah, but what did you make of that? Big up George in the building, man, each and every time. D, what did you make of that game in general? Like, what did you take from it? What did you make of it when you were like, where were you at watching that?
I was at home. I watched that at home, peacefully, calmly. What's he laughing at? What are you laughing at?
He obviously didn't mean it like that, but sorry, carry on, my man.
But yeah, carry on. Like,
no, carry on.
Where were you? Headspace.
I know.
Headspace were you in watching the game? That's all.
I think he's asking where he was actually watching the game. I don't think he was interested in that. He wanted to know.
I would have rounded it. I would have rounded it out of politeness. You know that one's
it. Yeah, no. You know what? I see it as like see our team. I thought it was gonna be like 4-5-0 at one point. I was thinking, oh, don't start, man. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, don't start. I think that when we got the goal straight away in the second half, it kind of just let us get through the game and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't. I don't think Liverpool played at 100% anyway. They were like 60%.
Yeah, them man tapped out second half. Them man tapped out.
They're not 100%. Let's be real. The team I'm worried about is Newcastle, bro. I'll be real.
Because what I say, I think they were switched. They were locked in. Got to half time. They're like, all right, these lot are done, innit? And I think they switched off a bit in the second half, which allowed us back in the game. Personally, I think we would have won the game if it's stayed 11.
Yeah, but would we have though? When they stepped on the gas, they can step on the gas at any point. Like they were, like the first half, they were cutting through us like anything. Like we played well, like the little setups, but everything that happened in the first half just showed us what we're missing, because their whole team just felt like they were like ruthless killers, and breaking through us with ease. It was madness. I was just thinking, this is long, bro. I can't bother for this.
Yeah, bro. It looked like a long day, man.
And they weren't even kicking. They weren't even shooting towards the cops. I was thinking, if it gets 2-3-0, second half, they carry on. They might score another 2. It's gonna be like 4-5-1 or something. That's what I was thinking.
But what do you think of Odegaard, sorry. What do you think of him?
He played well yesterday, but it's just a little too late.
Don't you think he had like a lot more freedom? He was able to go to the left, he was able to go central, go to right.
No, not really, man. That's just more over analysis. I just think get an easy game because there's no pressure, man.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I don't feel like you can.
Odegaard is a bastard. That's what I think of him.
It was an easy game. He could flex his muscles because there was nothing to play for. Really, it's easy.
Different ball game next Sunday. You get me? When you
not really, it'll be the same thing, man. Because
I feel like you gotta be honest about this. Yeah, at this point of the season, if a player's playing good, it means absolutely nothing. There's 2 or 3 games left. Half of the players are on holiday. The ones that aren't on holiday are thinking about other things. When they're going into games, either a team like Liverpool already won the league, they don't care whether they've won or lost. Let's be honest. It was more of just a pride thing against Arsenal. They probably just wanted to beat the second place team so they could just double down on the fact that, look, we are better than them. But at the end of the day, if Odegaard plays good in these last 2-3 games, where's he been for the last 2 or 3 months?
But that's what I meant by Ashwin. What I meant, D, was what I was saying was, you said like Odegaard had a decent game, whatever. I'm saying come against Newcastle next Sunday, it won't be so. You get me, bro? I playing against a relaxed team or tap team.
Yeah, but even if he plays well or not, it don't really matter for us.
Specks, you're locked in, yeah. You lot are locked in, yeah.
Big up.
Bruv, why are you bouncing when you're talking about it as well? Why are you bouncing like some bad? Like, I don't understand, bro.
Who, me?
Yeah, who do you mean, who, me, bro? What's that bouncing or giving?
No, we gotta be worried about Newcastle.
No, I'm glad you said that. No, it's not what it is, bro.
We have to be worried about Newcastle, man.
I have to be. You know what it is for me, bro? I've had, especially after that Villa game when we got pumped. Any channel, because before that, weeks ago, I was saying, yeah, it's possible Newcastle can push for second, Man, them laughed at, man. And then after the Villa game, I just got slewed. I was like, all right, then. Nah, it's not looking so impossible, bro. You get what I'm saying? We chiefed up Chelsea. It was a dead second half, but it was a little too late from Chelsea. You get me? They're not ready for, man. Got Arsenal, bro, at the library. You get what I'm saying? Come there, make up noise of our Geordies, bro.
Which library, bro? Which library? See what I'm saying?
I'm just keeping it 100.
See what I'm saying about Specks is brand new. Or throwing out nicknames that are not even
denying it.
Non-existent to our new stadium, bro. I'm just here minding my business, and you're running your mouth. You better win now, bro.
I'm keeping it facts, bro. The Geordies will come, bro. Outnoise the rest of the whole Emirates, bro. Get me? Like I said, it's a library. Please be quiet. Turn off all phones. You understand? Arsenal want to pay for pride. You can't make Eddie Howe's already got Arteta's number. You get me? You can't make it 4 in a row, bro. You get me? We already played 3 games with no reply. No reply. You get me? The 1-0 and the back-to-back 2-0s. You get me? Absolutely cooked. Get me? Isak had Saliba shitting his panties. Like that. But, you get me? I think Arsenal will try and turn up. But I'm hearing Rice is out for the rest of the season. Trossard is out and Marino's banned. So, boy, I don't know, boy. Can Newcastle get... It's going to look a bit techie, bro. Can Newcastle get second? Can you imagine? What, Rice is out?
I don't know if it even matters.
Rice is out, bro. Rest of the season, bro. Go check it out. You'll see.
Now, bro. It's looking real touchy.
So that's where. So wait, that's the origins of this chest, Specks. That's what it is. That's the origin.
No, but Rice is
about what our squad is saying, and now you're all chest out.
No, I'm feeling confident.
Eddie Howe this, Eddie Howe that. Shut up about Eddie Howe.
No, but Eddie Howe's better than Arteta, though. I've said that already, bro. Like, man can't chat to me no more about that. Eddie Howe's better than Arteta. That's all.
Yeah, it's a very good point. It is.
It's not. That's not no good point. You want an FA Cup? Why is he better?
No,
Eddie Howe's been there what 5 years?
No, but all right.
Jules, let me land. No, sorry, because D said something cool. Let me just rebuttal quickly. First of all, yes, we're in the cup. I tell you, won the FA Cup, not with the team that he built. This is Eddie Howe's, not his 5th year, by the way. I think it's like 3 years, whatever. You get me, bro?
No, it's
his team. It's his
Wait,
team.
did you try to say 3 years? Bro. You're such a.
I just think you're making a bad argument. Let's be honest.
All right, fuck it. fuck it. You did 4 years, whatever. You get me, bro? My man's come, built his own team and won a League Cup. You get me, bro? And in less time, as Lee Gunner always like to say, less time than my man Arteta, bro. I'm just saying, it's not. I'm not saying he's clear of him. I'm just saying, get me. I guarantee you, Eddie Howe. I guarantee you, £700 million. I guarantee you, give Eddie Howe £700 million, bro. Remember, last 3 transfer windows, we couldn't do fuck all.
Specs, what did he do in less time?
How that money at Arsenal guarantee you win the title already, bro. Anyway, carry on.
It's different.
You know, I feel like, do you know what, Specs? I feel like you just made. You could have went around the argument so much better. I know, you could have just built it up.
It's not an argument, though. It's facts.
Eddie Howe has built his way through the football league. He's had many years of actual success at because I'm gonna keep using this against you now. You said it. You can only win the competitions you're in. He's done that from League One. He done it. He done it in League One. And done it in Championship, got a Bournemouth to be a solid Premier League team, went away, done his years of training, a couple years of like refreshing, and he's come back to the Prem and he's doing his thing now. So I think you have to say he's a better manager just because he's been longevity proves he's a better manager. He's not of a higher level than Arteta, but he's a better, more proven manager. But what I was gonna ask just on the Arsenal point again, yeah. Because on my show with Hooks earlier, he made the point that he doesn't care whether you guys lose to Newcastle or not, because ultimately your season's over, Champions League is done, Premier League's done. There's nothing really for you guys to play. Do you guys care?
I can't fix on Newcastle.
No, that's what I was going to say. So do you? Because technically, let's have it right. Champions League spot's a Champions League spot. But Kunle and Deed, how do you guys feel about potentially finishing third or fourth?
I don't care.
Season.
It's gonna happen.
You don't care.
Newcastle finish above you.
I don't care about that.
Wow.
Kunle, are you the same? Because I need to know. Do you care about where you finish?
Where's the pride?
I care. I actually care. That's not because it like makes a difference, because at the end of the day, both teams end up in the Champions League. The reason I care is if Arteta had got me into a Champions League final, I don't give a damn where we finish in the Champions League places, but he didn't. But I'm not waiting for a final now. I'm not waiting to get into a final. So you got to cement the top 2 spot, like just to end the season with a little bit of momentum. Not like it's gonna really do much. No, but I mean, it just makes the season stink a lot more if we can't even at the very least secure. We're the side piece. We're not even the bridesmaid if we don't get second. The side piece.
That's exactly what I think. The way I'm looking at it is that I'm looking at it like you might have built yourself up to be the title race, the title challengers for 2 to 3 years now. Yeah, it's unacceptable to finish anywhere but second. Especially when the gap that you've had on the likes of Newcastle, Man City has been double-digit points at one point this season. It's been double-digit tally. There should be no reason as to why they're finishing above you. Like that, and the fact that you guys could potentially finish on below 70 points is disgraceful.
You can't finish third in a 2-horse race.
I don't know what difference it makes.
Yeah, some Arsenal fans ain't watching that. They're saying, look, as long as we qualify for Champions League.
What difference does it make? What difference does it make?
It's a pride team,
and that's fair enough too. That angle is fair enough too.
Is it when you've the seasons prior, when you've finished second and other teams have finished third and fourth, you've had better seasons than them, and Arsenal fans have.
Yeah, but we were going for the title. Even now, Newcastle won the Carabao Cup, so there is an argument that they've had a better season anyway, even if we finish above them.
No, they have definitely. Yeah, but so that's my point. How much worse does it make your season look if they win it? Like you said, because you mentioned again, D, I love to use things you said, but pause. But I love to use things you said against you. Yeah, you said before that you don't really want teams like the of the lower levels. So let's just say Newcastle,
winning cups,
winning cups. So they've won a cup on your head, but now they're finishing above you as well. That makes your season and compounds it to be ultimately a terrible season. Yeah, but let a team like Newcastle finish above you and win a cup on your head.
One, they would have deserved it, but 2, it makes no difference to us.
I'm doing it in comparison to your start of season.
Now, okay, wait, George. Okay, let's say we finish third. What does our season look like to you then?
To me,
yeah.
Well, it don't matter. I'm a Tottenham fan.
As a rival fan, what does Arsenal look? I'm asking a rival. I'm asking.
I think if you're looking at Newcastle finishing above you and give or take, you'll be a point or two above Man City. I think it's been a very bad season because going into the season, I thought Arsenal. I generally thought Arsenal was ahead of the rest, team wise, player wise, quality wise. I thought because how you played last year.
Never once said you say that.
I've always predicted Arsenal to be top 3. I've always predicted Arsenal to be top 3 this season. I haven't said anything outside of that. So my point would be that finishing, and I would have said top 2, but Liverpool. I always thought Liverpool and City. My hate for Arsenal override. It's gonna be right.
Let me ask a question.
Okay, no, quick. After that one, so if we now change that from 3rd to 2nd, what's the difference to how you perceive Arsenal's season?
I think it's more the fact that Newcastle have made such a jump that they can finish above you, as well as City closed the gap after having both. Like City had a poor season; they've lost over 10 games. They had a 3 months. I'm pretty sure between November and like the end of December or October and the end of December, they only won 2 or 3 games.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. With all that in mind,
you still finish in or below them. You've had a bad season. It's a bad season.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying. But if we now finish 2nd instead of 3rd, what does our season look like then? Is it a good season now?
It's not as bad as finishing below Newcastle or City.
So do you understand where D's at when he's saying it doesn't matter? I don't agree with him. But
it goes both ways. It doesn't matter whether you're for it or care or not. For me, it's about pride as well.
Yeah, for Newcastle though, not for Arsenal. Once we're at the title race, we don't care as long as we finish Champions League. So for you, you're going to care because you can say we finished above Arsenal. But Arsenal are not going to say we finished
above second place. Yeah, no, I was saying this. It's about saying we finished 2nd place behind Liverpool and we were their nearest challengers.
Yeah, exactly. But that's because of where you are as a club. We've gone past that stage.
No, I had different levels.
We had that stage years ago.
Do you care then? Hold on. Do you actually care then if City finish above you? If you finish 4th, you're still.
I don't care. I couldn't care less.
He still doesn't matter.
D don't care. No? I care personally.
D's tap now. He's like, bro,
and I respect it as well.
I don't care where we finish.
Yeah, I hear it. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you for that, but I'm just not on the same page. But I ain't mad at you. I hear it. And in terms of I want to wrap up the Arsenal shit. I want to go into the top 5 stuff. But in terms of the game yesterday, did we learn anything for next season from that game before we move on?
We've learned Arteta still refuses to use fringe players and actually give them minutes and, throw Waneri in there in a position. He should be getting... I don't know why the last 2 or 3 games Waneri's not been starting. He's been going... It's funny that, he's mad after this game, but wasn't really mad after Brentford. And, everyone saw the team that he put out for Brentford was like, you're an idiot. But now he's still trying to do this. It doesn't make sense. Arteta doesn't make sense. So, to me... this just shows that he's not learned. I'll be honest, that's what he's shown he's not learned.
I learned 2 things. I learned that maybe he finally sees that Martinelli through the middle, which could be positive. And Odegaard hasn't forgotten how to shoot. He just couldn't be asked. He's just an arsehole, basically.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Big up my captain, though, man. You're not a real arsehole, but you just really irritated me this season. And I'm not on you in terms of I'm not on what this season is happening again. And if we can't deal with a season like this, Martin. We cannot deal with another season like this, Martin. Please snap out of it. Go to Warner Brothers and get the Space Jam ball, to get your powers back. If that's what's happened to you, whatever it is, you need them back. I beg. Smash the like button, share, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, Arsenal are kind of being dragged into this top 5 race. But I do believe a win against Southampton and we should be all right, to be honest, mate, personally. But we'll see. But the rest of the pack are doing gymnastics for these 2, 3 places that are up for grabs. I think City are taking one. I think it's clear to say. I think City are going to take one.
It's not guaranteed, bro. They got Bournemouth in their mandate. It's not guaranteed.
City are taking one, bro.
Don't rule out Forest, bro. I'm saying don't rule them out. That's what I'm saying.
Nothing's guaranteed.
No, because I'm just saying that I heard, like you just said, I get what you're saying. I heard a few pundits say, you know what I mean? But I know there's a whole narrative of, Southampton didn't play ball, whatever, which I think is kind of rude because you shut up any way you can to not lose or try and win the game, which you should have done all season. But anywho, obviously Bournemouth will probably try and play the game, but don't knock right off Bournemouth, bro. Like Man City, that's why Diaz was so rattled. Huh?
What about Bournemouth?
I said Man City got Bournemouth, bro, and people trying to write off Bournemouth like Bournemouth can't get a result against City, bro. Yeah. It can happen.
Where is it? Home or away?
I don't give a fuck where it is, bro. It's all the same shit to me, bro. When Bournemouth went to Arsenal, people writing off Bournemouth. I said, don't write off Bournemouth. They can get a win. Semenyo got me some points on FPO from a bloody throw, bro. Man got me an assist on FPO from a throw. So don't write off Bournemouth, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, City are not completely clear yet. As for Newcastle now, one foot in, but you're the host. I'll let you navigate. Sorry to cut you. I didn't mean to cut you, bro. You can navigate.
Oh, now you got decorum. Yeah.
Always got decorum, bro. You get me? It depends how the show goes. You get me? You know me, bro. It could be a bit of a car crash sometimes. I get a bit excited.
Do you know what? For
I'm
me,
excited for
everything
Newcastle. Like, allow me, innit?
Now I'm not mad at it. But when I say it, that's what I'm saying, Specks. When I say it, don't back down. Double down, innit? Don't back down. Say, yeah, my chest is out all the way. What?
No, but chest is...
Don't be hiding. Look, you're now hiding like, allow me. What do you mean allow you, bro? Oh, I'm having to allow you, bro. You got
too hype. Man, say I'm too. You get me, bossy.
Yes,
you see me?
And you
got. If man get too calm, it's like Specks. Why you
that you are that,
bro? I'm gonna own it. Before the Chelsea game, even though the second half was disgusting, and certain Newcastle fans don't want to try and ignore that, but you know, I've got the 3 points. I said before the Chelsea game, if you beat them, gonna see bare chest again, bro. And I think we got 1 foot in. You get me? 1 foot in. Like I said, we beat the Geordie boys down. You get me? Come to North London. Get me? I know I said I'm cussing myself here. Come to North London. I'm from Tottenham, but come on, bro. Different breeds, bro. Out noise the Emirates, bro. Arsenal will play for pride, I believe. They will try to play for pride. As I said before, I repeat myself. Arteta and the boys, especially Arteta, bro. He be going with his board, telling players like, look what their man did to us. You get me, bro? Did that hurt and all this crap? Let's do it for the fans. Your last home game, if I'm correct. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Never let Newcastle come there and sting your blood clot on your last game at home and then overleap you in second place. Never that.
Who's your last game?
A weird Everton team at home.
Everton at home, yes.
The man are weird.
Last game at Goodison Park.
Everton. No, Everton is that's St. James. Relax.
We're at home.
Troy's getting excited.
Homecoming, you get me? I think the Arsenal game. I think the Arsenal game will be. It'll be beautiful to beat Arsenal, bro, and claim the Champions League there. You get what I'm saying? Because remember, Arsenal need to draw or win to guarantee the Champions League. You ain't done that yet.
That's mad.
Do you know what?
Newcastle did that before.
Do you know why I'm pissed off about this whole dynamic? Is because I want Newcastle to get Champions League. The last thing I want is those boys in blue to enter Champions League.
Same.
Their father. I can't have them entering Champions League. And the fact that they've added an extra position and they still couldn't. I need that. I need it. I'm not gonna lie. That's the only thing, D. I don't know about you. That's the only thing that can potentially save a little bit of my summer. My summer's screwed, innit? Like, I know one of my ops are going to collect a trophy. City are going to get one. Newcastle already have one. Like,
Spurs might get one, bro. So, Spurs might get one and scam they win the Champions League.
So
mad.
Let me enjoy Chelsea.
I didn't grow up with Spurs being my rival. I didn't grow up with Spurs. I grew up with Man United being man's rival, not Spurs.
But they are rivals.
So you don't mind if Spurs win?
Spurs were way lower than us when I was growing up. It's like Liverpool and Everton. Liverpool would rather Man United not win than Everton.
Depends what area.
Spurs and the Spurs, even when Spurs were dead out, the Spurs and Arsenal rivalry is so real, bro.
Yeah,
it's real. But what I'm saying is, Man United. I hate Man United more than I hate Spurs. Spurs are not rival.
That's fair enough.
That's just a North London thing.
You guys, really, who do you honestly think, like Ash? Who do you honestly think is taking these Champions League spots? Like, is it Newcastle and Forest, or who is it?
No, I'm looking at Villa sideways as well.
Hey, Villa, what you think they got a little outside one?
A little outside glimmer. I'll be real. Do you know what I'm saying? People are writing them off. They're not really speaking on them. And I'm like, right, you know what? There's a small outside chance. They might.
Yeah, I agree. And they've got Man United and Tottenham, two teams that are not going to be focused.
Imagine that tapped out.
I'm saying that the way we played already against Palace, like this manager's saying, he's flipping from one side saying, yeah, you know, use these 2 games to kind of prepare for the game. And then now he's saying, you know, I'm and basically rotating 8 positions, rare tear. So I don't know what team he's going to pull out against Villa, but I'm pretty sure Villa are going to come for us, and we've got nothing to play for, pretty much, apart from pride. So Villa might get 3 points there, and then after that, their last game, obviously it's not in their hands. That's the only thing. That's what I'm going to say about Villa. It's not in their hands, but they still got an outside chance.
And Chelsea got Forest the last game of the season. I think that's going to be
that's what I was
purposeful game.
That's the decider. That is the decider. When it really comes down to it, because the way you've got to see it, is if Aston Villa beat Spurs, they've put themselves in a position where Chelsea are coming up against United, they could win. But that game where if Chelsea and Forest draw, basically both of them could drop out the places. Aston Villa take over, and then it's done. Like,
that would be. I won't lie.
That's what I would love to see. I'd love to see Chelsea and Nottingham Forest both drop out, get a Villa in there, and then
that would be sweet, eh?
That it looks even worse. But I'm not gonna lie. I think Chelsea get in there. I think Chelsea beat Man United that's
the issue. That's the only issue, George. The Man United games where Chelsea, because there's no how they don't get 3 points there. There's no how.
Amram can't lose again, though.
That's what I'm saying. Record ain't great.
You're not thinking that he can keep losing. He can't, bro.
He can,
but he will. He can. He can, and he will. He can. He will. He can afford to keep losing and lose the final, and he still's got a job next season.
No. That's what you think. That's what you think. But what about what he thinks?
Hey, brother. The reality is, I believe he's been given some assurances of his job, innit? That's why he's moving brazy like this. Talking, Joe, we're gonna get into the Amarin thing after this top 5 stuff. We're gonna get into that. But I think Chelsea having to play Man U puts them in the ascendancy. If there's a scenario where Forest are below Chelsea going into that last game, Forest are done, man. Forest are done. Forest needs to come into that game above Chelsea, because I don't know if they can get the win to get it done. If they can hold out for a draw, but because of their form has just been really declining the last month or so.
Mad shaky.
Yeah, but you can say the same about Chelsea. Chelsea's form is just kind of, I expected a bit more from Newcastle. I know they had a man sent off with Jackson, non-action Jackson, but I'm thinking, Newcastle just run over them easy. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have but I'm saying the mentality just wasn't really there from Chelsea.
But didn't Chelsea win 3 in a row before that?
Scraped,
Liverpool, Fulham, and
Liverpool tap.
Yeah, but Liverpool.
Yeah, but they won. Regardless, they won 3 games. They won at West London Derby. They won. I think Everton. They beat Everton as well. Yeah, Everton and Liverpool.
Yeah, but you're right. You're right, Geordie, man.
So they were on some good form. Like, I was surprised to see them stink up so badly at St. James. I knew they.
Wait, Colin, so cut you, bro. So cut you. Why was you surprised though? Because I was like, I was a bit nervy, obviously, because it's a big game, like a final, and Lavia was supposed to be back. He's back, and I was a bit nervy, but he was dead anyway in that game. I think like
Specks,
Eddie Howe.
I was surprised. Okay, go on.
Sorry. Like Eddie Howe gave me credit when credit's due, because I've accepted when it comes to in-game management, Eddie Howe ain't got no plan B. It is what it is. But at times, just for the start of the game, he doesn't do his homework, because basically he's done the same thing he did against Arsenal in the second leg. He's not going to put 5 in the back or back 3, whatever. You get me? And Maresca, when they were all weak, they weren't expecting that. They thought it's the same 4-3-3 direct. You get me? But bro, that confused Chelsea differently. Couldn't handle us, bro. Get me? No one is, and the press was disgusting.
I don't know if you lot think the same as me here. Like, I believe when it was 11 against 11, you lot had the upper hand. Newcastle had that. But when it went 10 against 11, Chelsea looked a lot more dangerous. It was like it was
on the ropes,
weird.
bro. It was
so weird. Like, I didn't understand it.
I don't think so, man. I feel like they had more,
but it was weird. They looked more dangerous.
But if you look at the chances, Newcastle's chances were way different.
What, second half we're talking?
They didn't make no chances. They just controlled the game. They didn't make no chances.
Super celebrity boods, you know, mate. All right, send me your autograph, dudes.
That's a super celeb boods, bro.
That man,
big time on TikTok. Hey,
yeah, them ones there. Hey, our subscribers just went up 5K, but big up boods. You know them ones there. Smash the likes, my people. Man.
Big up boods still.
Yeah, sorry, what were you saying? Sorry. I think it was Specks I interrupted. I'm not sure.
B? Nothing with D. No, D was saying, I said D, second half he's talking about. When
you just saying possession-wise, isn't it? That they had more of the ball, but actual chances.
They were, bro. That left-hand side with Cucurella. Like on my live watch along, I was going. We man don't know because obviously I watch Newcastle week in week out. I have a knack at times, especially at home.
Why are you assuming?
Okay, well, I'm assuming, but yeah, second half Newcastle got a knack for like just not doing the same thing, and especially when, because like Eddie Howe when I plays, there's a lot of games where which other teams don't like. This is why I think we do quite well, but it's a gift and a curse sometimes where we use mad energy. It's just mad. You get me? And teams can't handle it. It's too much. You get what I'm saying? But then what happens is sometimes we use too much energy. By the time the second half comes now, you get me? But Chelsea, I said it at halftime. They got a man down either at the beginning of the second half or some way into it. If it's still 1-0 to Newcastle, we'll get to a point where Chelsea are like, fuck it, nothing to lose, just play. And that's what they did, which is done in the first half. It's wild to think you had Jackson on the pitch and then it's complete, you look much better in the second half. And it was a red, by the way. Some people I see some Chelsea biased man saying, oh, it's not a red. Some said that it's not a red. That's a red, bro. You can't look at a man twice and lick him in his head, bro.
Yeah. You see, Chelsea, man, they don't have no striker, fam. Yeah, that's their biggest problem at the moment. They create chances, whatnot. But
they got Jackson though, like
it's not even that they ain't got finishers in their front line, innit? Like they need multiple. They need, and ultimately in a team, you need multiple players that can score. They've not got goal scorers outside of Cole Palmer, really. Everyone else in their front line, none of them are goal scorers.
Hey, George, ain't Jackson missing because he got the red card? Ain't he missing the next game?
Yeah, missing the season's done, bro. The season's finished.
It's his second red card here, bro.
Straight.
Do you reckon that because of that, there's a chance that United could get signed out of that game? Do you reckon?
Oh, that's what I was thinking because they look more fluid with
because they look shaky up top with
past records.
Even though it's
Palmer kind of fell off when Jackson weren't there. You get it? So now that Jackson's gone, are we going to still see the same Palmer? Yes, I agree with George. You need to have like other players in your attack that contribute to that goal line. But I just feel who they going to put up top? Who they putting up top? Neto? Like,
yeah, that's the reality. Who are they? Are they putting what Tariq George and them man there?
Yeah, this is it. In Cuckoo, I don't know about.
Yeah, it's techie. And can we just quickly sidebar? Can we talk about Cole Palmer telling us he's back after he scored a penalty? Can we just talk about that for 1 second? I still don't get like, yeah, I'm back. You lot thought I was gone and I'm back with a little penalty. Anyway, sidebar.
Do you know what though? I'm not on that because we've seen our striker in Solanke get a penalty and the world of confidence is done for him in the last couple of games. Same as Tell. Penalties for strikers, especially goal scorers. Yeah, Tell's look really since he scored that penalty. Tell's looked really confident. He looks a bit better.
I need someone other than that.
He looks alright.
I just think that penalties do a world for confidence that not many.
D is Tell playing well because I don't need these.
I don't know.
He's done decent, bro. These man
lose every week, so I don't know, bro.
D hasn't watched the Spurs game in about 6 weeks, so I know
that bunch. Still, he looks decent.
For me, for Tell, I just need a bit more like shots on target, like work the keeper a bit more. I'm saying, like on the ball, yeah, it looks tidy. You get it, like forward with the ball, forward action, taking his man on, going on the outside, going on the inside. I don't mind it, but when you're in the box, we kind of need that, like you were saying. More
Villa got Spurs and United left. Villa have got a chance to win those 2 games. 6 points from them next 2 games. They got a chance. Spurs and United. United away. Yeah. And do you know what? I was holding back, but we need to just talk about the brothel, man. Let's talk about the brothel that is also known as Old Trafford, which everybody they score at that brothel for free. Everybody scores at that brothel, Old Trafford. Like it's old shattered, old battered, old fractured. I don't even know what to call it anymore. It's not the stadium that gave me nightmares growing up. It's not that place anymore. We got the 2. We're gonna individually talk about the 2 Europa League finalists. Let's talk about the team that has no representative first, because this team they have a chance to decide the top 5 race. They got what Villa and Chelsea in the next couple of games.
You know what it is with Man U? I just think their attack is just not there, and their chance creation is not there, and then the defense for me is weak. Obviously, they lost Euro as well. On top of that. So
what's going on? Ahmad is back.
Yeah, Ahmad's a danger man, isn't it? I'll be honest with you. That's the danger man. He's the most liveliest player. But in terms of like chance creation, in terms of like defending, like their defense for me is just woeful. Do you know what I mean? Their strength is, like you said, Ahmad. Their midfield, obviously, Casemiro's been picking up performances, so he's looking decent. Bruno Fernandes is very clutch. Outside of that, I'm like, I don't really fear United like that, and not many teams do. That's what we used to be. Back in the day, Man United had that fear factor, you know what I'm saying? They had that bully kind of track, kind of record with them. But now, I'm just not convinced, bro. I don't know. What do you lot think?
I'm not convinced of Man United. Man United, for me, they've shown far too many times this season. Like you mentioned, bullies. They're the team that get bullied, bro. Like they haven't got the mentality to get through a lot of the games. I mean, at home, I'm pretty sure they've lost a similar amount of games to what they've won. They don't really have a backbone in that team. They haven't really got many players that they rely upon. Like I said, Ahmad's good. But Ahmad's only just come back from injury, so how much can you expect from him? Garnacho's looked decent at times recently, but again, in front of goal, I'm never going to be afraid of Garnacho. He's not a goal scorer, and that's the problem with Manchester United. Is I heard a stat they've not scored an open play goal at Old Trafford since January. Like, this is a team that's not fluid in front of goal. And that was against Southampton. That's the thing. So they're not a team that are fluid in front of goal. They're not a team that I generally have to worry about, or many teams in the Premier League have to worry about. On their day, they can turn up. And I think,
George,
you know,
what do you think about this? What do you think about this comment from Finesse? I think is in regards to the line we're communicating. Why are you guys acting like the mitigating factors are not clear? What do you think he could be referring to here? Mitigating factors. Finesse, please let us know.
Oh, Tottenham. That's why I said they'd be the favourites, though. The Man United will be the favourites going into the final.
Yeah,
if he's talking about Spurs don't win trophies and all this rubbish, they'll be the favourites, and ultimately we have to live with that. Until we do it, we are going to be the underdogs in any of these games because we need to go out there and get the job done. Now, I don't think that's going to play too much of a factor going into this game. As a team we've beat 3 times this season. The team talk is as simple as this: go out there, do what you guys have done 3 times already this season. It shouldn't be that tough.
I'll be honest though, George. I'll be honest. Like, if I am concerned or a little bit worried, is about their aerial threat at times. Meaning, obviously Bruno Fernandes is on the set pieces, on the corners, and then you've got like Harry Maguire. His head is massive, bro. I'll be real. See the dark alley, yeah? One headbutt, your life is over.
Oh, brother, yeah, it's a long day. It's a long day.
So aerially, I look at Casemiro as well. He's quite strong in the air. Like, he gets a few, in the air. So they've got 1 or 2 players, but equally, I don't think they're good at defending set pieces. I think he crossed the ball in the box. Physically, I think we might be able to outdo him. I don't think they have that much physicality. We've got like tall brothers. We've got Mickey van der Ven. Romero's kind of like aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Between Bentancur and Basuma, they've got a lot of physicality going on. Kulu, if he is fit, he's quite physical. He's strong. You can hold a man off. So even Solanke, he's quite tall. He's a unit, man. He's like 6'2", 6'3", whatever.
Yeah, he's tall.
So we've got quite a few tall players and kind of like brothers that are kind of stocky. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think physically we could dominate them, and we've got the pace to outrun them. United style, what they want is runners, innit? But they ain't got runners. That's not like what Ten Hag before them, and that's not the squad he built. And Amorim's all about verticality. That's why they're suffering so much, because he's so stubborn and he's like, I want to play my way. This is my philosophy. I'm not changing. You know what I'm saying? Back me in the summer or I'm gone. You remember? That's what he said in the press conference. So,
talking about press conferences, it's pretty. Ten Hag was basically throwing out threats, isn't it? Hey,
Amorim.
Basically, no, sorry, not Ten Hag. I got lost in my little Ten Hag reminiscence. Sorry. Hey, Eric, we're still riding out for you, my guy. Big up, man, each and every time, bro. Yeah. So, but in terms of Amorim, yeah, bro, he's sending out fear of loss messages to Man United. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you lot don't fix up, man's walking, innit? Yeah. Man's walking. Hey, what are you not saying about that? He basically said he's walking. If this continues,
you know what? I kind of rate it, though.
Then I'm off.
I kind of rate. He's putting pressure on the board. He's basically saying, "Back me, or I'm out in it. I'm gone."
But what I don't get is Ash.
Or is he setting himself up to walk in summer?
No, but the thing is, Kunle, he's a fool. He's a fool, and he only has himself.
He's a coward, bro. He's a coward.
He came in mid-season knowing that this was the situation he got into. He knew that they wasn't going to make significant signings in January because they told him that. And then he's now got to this point of the season. He's like, oh, it's not going well. How could I flip the story and make it seem like it's not all on me? All right. Oh, you best get me my signings or I'm going to leave. Mate, bro, he's had 7-8 months to work with that team to get
Sorry, Jules. Now, big up to my man with the comment here. How is he a coward? Bruv, Amarim is a pussy, bruv. And I'll tell you why. And if he's your gaffer's a pussy. I'll tell you why, bro. Yeah? You come into the club, as my man said, like he knew what time it was, yeah? He's coming to the club. Cool. Now, the first few games or a month or so, I get it. You try your way, your philosophy. You get me, bro? Brother, first and foremost, he is a effing coach, bro. Yeah? And if you're trying certain tactics or whatever he's doing and the players ain't adapting to it or they're not willing to, because I think he's lost a dressing room, to be honest with you, and they're just riding out for the what's it called? For the Europa, bro. Because Manchester United, the real Manchester United, bro, you don't pick and choose when you want a blood clot play, bro. Every competition means something. But anyway, back to Scam Amarim, the coward, yeah? Right. Bro.
Yeah, tell them.
If it ain't working, brother, you're a coach, yeah? You know Man United holds weight. Try and change it up. You have to change, you have to keep changing it till you get it right, bro. And not get it right as in, oh, you're gonna be top 4 this season. And I'm not saying that. Because no matter what, bro, the buck stops with the manager. This Manchester United team with these certain players should not be in the position they are in right now. Facts. Man can't disagree with me, bro. You understand? Week in, week out, this pussy-o, bruv, is always saying negative things about his... Hear me out. This pussy-o says negative things about his own club week in, week out, as if he's a pundit having a view on the very same
team that he's in charge of. Specks, though. He does speak like he's Carragher.
Every week,
like he's not about you. Like he's not talking about himself.
Yeah, no, you see them man there, yeah. You see them man. Hey, us. You need to be saying us, boy.
D what Spot on said, and that's my exact point. Man's talking the same narrative every week as if it's not. He said about himself, bro. It's a complex thing. It's a sickness now, bro. He's turned sick, bro. You get me? And let me tell you something, bro. To all the Man United fans that are for Amarim, brother, don't be fooled and do, because I think the new modern day Man United fans or Man United fans of even of old that are now, I think like they've kind of low key tapped out now, bro. Like their levels and standards now have now slowly gone. You get what I'm saying, bro? Because to accept this and to ask me how is he a coward? He's a coward, bro. Man, talking about back me and this and that, bro. You are the coach. You should not be in this position where you are right now, bro. And come the summer, whatever signings you think you're gonna make, I don't think they'll be making bare signings, bro, because I don't think they're allowed to do that. Even if they do, bro, I don't see nothing changing, bro. The habit's already there, bro. They're infested. You're gonna bring some players in, they're gonna be poisoned by the same shit, bro. Amarim for me, bro, he's tapped. He's tapped, bro. It's just a wrap.
Just to add on to that as well, bro. I kind of
he's a coward.
I know. I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm thinking, do the board now? Do they actually trust him? You get it? Because of so many losses, the way he's kind of managed those players, the way he's managed the situation, are they gonna fully back him the way he wants? Do you understand?
Waste more money.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure he's accepted the job based on some of these things. Surely, no. Surely, like when he was
I don't feel sorry for Amarim, bro.
I hope that he made some negotiations when they were signing him up for like the summer, some guarantees. Surely, like because he moves with a bit too much swagger and talking about Man U in third person like he's not their coach and stuff and all that.
Madness, bro. And what does that bring to you? Imagine every week, bro, you're hearing that from your gaffer, bro. Like, let's deep it, bro. You're hearing that from your gaffer every week, bro, week in, week out. Just basically saying, this shit, it's not my problem. Let's see what happens next season. No, bruv, it'll be the same problems, bro. I remember no one put a gun to his bombo head and said to him, yo, pussy, you have to come or nothing. Get me? Get a bit of pride. He would have said,
No, I agree. I agree with everything you're saying, but the one thing that I think we got to be honest about is the players are shit. The players have been shit. They were overperforming for a few years where they won a few trophies. But all of us rival fans, Kunle would agree, because I know we told them at the start of the season, your team's not that good, bro. Like, it's really not that good.
The
only Man United player I'll take is Ahmad and Bruno, maybe.
No, I was gonna say it's not that standard. It's obviously they're playing way, just like Tottenham, way below the standard of their squad. But at the same time, that team is shit. So there's only so much that we could expect him to do.
Ain't that bad.
Okay, wait,
I'm not having
okay,
that.
Hold on.
I hear, but I'm not having that.
I don't think it's a top 8 side. I think it's a mid-table side.
Well, you're telling me that team's not better than Fulham or Bournemouth?
They should be in the top.
That's what I said. They should be competing with Fulham and Bournemouth.
They're better than Bournemouth, Fulham, Brighton.
They should be top 8. They should be top 8.
Are they better?
Man United shouldn't be dropping below top 8.
They're not better than any of the teams in the top 8.
They are.
Yeah, but George, the reality is, I get what you're saying, but if we did a player for player thing at the start of the season, you wouldn't have said it with as much chest as you're saying it now. What we've seen them, the way we've seen them perform, because on one side as well, Ten Hag would have finished higher with this team than these lot. I personally believe Ten Hag finishes in the top 10. But rounding up everything in this show, like obviously both teams are doing trash. There's one manager who's a coward, and there's one Aussie who's definitely not a fucking coward. Crikey, man. You know what I mean? There's one guy who's here, second season, and so the question that I have for the panel, I want to ask everyone can this trophy cancel out the rest of the season for either of these sides? Can it cancel it out, or just add some gloss on a really, really bad season?
For Spurs, maybe. For Spurs,
every situation is slightly different, because I think with Amorim, he hasn't been given that summer window yet. Do you see it? Whereas I think Ange is 2 years into the project. And for me, there's a difference between a moment, you know what I'm saying, having your moment and then having a league performance. You know what I'm saying? That's your bread and butter. That's what you're judged on. You get it? Mm-hmm. So that's the difference for me between like, can a trophy paper over the cracks? I think, look, Ten Hag was the actual, like, he's the blueprint, no? He's got to be the one
But this is now in the bottom half of the league, so does it cancel that out? I know Ten Hag still finished in the top half of the league with a trophy. It's now close, like, it's basically saying the only reason why you guys aren't in the relegation battles because the promoted teams were just really shit. That's what the standings are saying. Does that trophy cancel out how shit either team has been, whoever wins?
No. For me personally, no. I'm just saying, boom, you get the moment, you celebrate the moment, because that's what it is. It's a moment. Mm-hmm. It's the biggest moment that we've had in a long time, and he will go down as one of our most successful managers. But in terms of like
Spurs legend, in
terms of
mind game.
This YouTube's a bastard. I can't lie. This is terrible out here. He would be, don't it?
He knows his answers. Actually, yes. He just
he'd be the greatest ever manager potentially.
Literally, man. Just say yes. Actually, I know you don't want to say it on YouTube.
How would he be our greatest ever manager?
No, I do. I'm
multiple managers with European trophies. You wouldn't know about that.
He'd be DD. Let's get it right. He'd be the
greatest
manager
by the way, which you
of
don't
their
know
generation.
Multiple managers.
The greatest management of these lot's generation. D. Have it right, man. Have it right.
Yeah, in the last 50 years
of their generation. Yeah, say their generation.
40.
No, their generation. Oh, you don't have to go further than their generation, D, because the math does itself, bro. The math done itself, innit? Their generation. Best.
D,
do you like? So wait, hold on. D, see, D. Do you agree with the Tottenham boy? Like with Ash, what's he saying in terms of how he doesn't think this glosses over the season? Or
no.
For a team like Tottenham, does it not?
No, both managers should have been sacked ages ago. So the answer is no.
Straight.
Specks,
where are you at with
they don't deserve my analysis,
bro. Wow. Amorim, I couldn't care about him getting these players in or not, bro. This is unacceptable for Manchester United, and it's unacceptable for the players that are having situ already to be. Not saying they must be top 4, top 6, because Man United are dead out here, bro. You understand? But for where they are right now, bro, Amorim should have been gone along with my man on the other side for Spurs, bro. It's dead, bro. And it ain't gonna get better. And I'm all here for it. I think it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better, bro.
All right, I'm gonna say two things here, guys, because I'm trying to be a neutral here, man. Trying this new neutral thing. So, when it comes to Amorim, right? I think Finesse said something here. Let me see.
Why you sound like you're struggling to put it together? Unbiased point of view.
Right.
It's smiling.
It's tough. It's tough. So he said, check. So this is talking about Man U. He's talking about Man U, yeah. So he said, check his stats.
Fair us next season. I'm gonna clip this.
Same story. Fair us next season. First of all, I'm gonna ask about the Amorim part.
This
is there truth in that? Because we have seen it go all kind of wrong at Sporting beforehand, and then they figured it all out. So maybe us talking about him being sacked, it might be part of his process. Like, are we doing too much?
This ain't no Farmers League, rude boy. Yo, what's his name? Fusso. First card, my glasses.
Finesse.
Yeah, Finesse. I got my glasses. Big up Finesse, by the way, bro. This ain't no Farmers League. You understand, rude boy? You understand? This is the Premier League, brother. You overstand that. So I rate you for being positive, but this is what I'm saying about Man United fans now, bro. Back in the day, it weren't like that, bro. Like they're so tapped now. It's just desperate now. You get me? It's a new era, bro. You got Villas, Forest, the mighty Newcastle United, bro.
Yeah,
but catch up in it. Catch up, bro.
Specks, did you ever think that you'd live in a time where Manchester United are doing cartwheels and backflips about Rory Delap's son? Like, bro, did you think there'll be a time like that, bro?
Brother, look, I've always said on many channels.
Rory Delap's son, you know, decent player.
I like him still. Every dog has its day, bro. I've always said that. You get me? Because of a time where, like Liverpool at one point, the mighty Liverpool took them years. You get me, bro? And then they came back up. The way Man United are slumping is wild, bro. Like Tottenham are bad as well, but this is Manchester United we're talking about, bro. You get me? I promise you, Amorim won't get it right. And when he tries to get it right, them man are going to sack him anyway. Them man back 10 hard. Oh, the back 10 hard. Get me, give him a new contract and money. Bro, they sacked him eventually anyway. Them man can't sit there and let this carry on. This is a sackable offense. I guarantee if man was in Europa, which is watered down, by the way, because Arsenal won that competition.
Yeah,
Newcastle won that competition.
Yeah, that tournament was
Brentford won that competition. Bournemouth won that competition. You get me? If they wasn't in that competition, bro, but one of them would be definitely. One of them would be. Both of them would be sacked. I reckon, bro. Trust me, bro.
So, Specks has kind of handled the Man U thing in it. So I'm gonna go to D first, and then we're gonna close it out with the two Tottenham fans. When I'm gonna what's the word? Neutral point of view when it comes to Spurs. So arguably, Spurs fans hold it down first. D, I'm talking to you first. Spurs fans, hold it down. Arguably, and listen, hear me out, D. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Arguably, and promised second season trophy. If he delivers that, is he not following through on what he promised the fans? So in that right, should he not be kept and backed in this summer?
They won't sack him if he wins a league, if he wins a trophy. They won't sack him. He wins a trophy, they won't sack him. They'll leave him. They'll have no one want him sacked after a while. They'll think they do, but then when the parade comes and all that, it'll be a big deal. It's the first trophy in how long? They ain't gonna sack him. And none of the fans will want him sacked either. They'll remember.
You could argue that he saved their season.
After he wins the trophy,
that's what I'm saying.
None of us want us sacked.
He saved their season. That's what he's saying.
Once
they start going to the parade and that, they'll remember what it's like to win. They'll remember what the buzz is like.
No, that's fine. You're right, D. We will remember that buzz. We'll remember the moment and stuff. But that's it. We'll remember the moment, the buzz, and we'll also remember how this season has played out.
You'll be going into this new season buzzing, bruv. Trust me. You'll be like, we can do more. Trust me. You'll be in the Champions League, bro.
No,
how can you sack a manager that qualify for the Champions League?
From an Arsenal point of view, it might make sense like that, because maybe you would reward a guy for winning the trophy and not performing well across the season. But I look at it and I go, Spurs fans, majority of us want him out right now, whether he wins the trophy or not. I don't think that makes a difference for a lot of fans.
It does.
So what if he stays? Are you protesting? Yeah.
Pardon?
If he stays, are you protesting? Yeah. Once he's won, if he wins the Europa,
I think I've said, I saw something. I think it shows a bigger message that if he stays, the protests continue.
No.
The protests have to continue regarding the ownership. The protest regarding the ownership has to continue. If you're talking about protests that Ange gets out, no one's going to protest for Ange to leave because ultimately, like you said, it's not going to be that deep. But you're talking about the protests that we do will continue, but Ange will need to go. He's got 10 days to celebrate the final with us, 21st to the 31st, until the month, because most people get paid at the end of the month. So you can make it till payday. Get your end of the month pay and then chip out, bro. 1st of June, he needs to come.
You know what? You will change your mind if he wins. You'll change your mind.
I'm just gonna come. I will not change my mind. I don't rate Ange. I want him gone regardless of trophy.
Ash probably wants him gone, but he'll change his mind if he wins.
George. Calm down.
Wait, hold on. I do agree with D, yeah, because the only reason why I agree with D is, and I won't change, but I was so shocked after we beat Bodo Pim. People were like, Ange out. And then I saw people like, you were saying, raw. The man was celebrating, I was wrong. And she's going to get us the cup. I said, no way.
Trust me.
Couldn't believe, like Dean says, I couldn't believe it, bro. I was so shocked.
I didn't. Look,
I was so shocked.
You saw the clip when you was in the changing room and all that.
Hey, we know what's really gonna go on. Do you know what? Like, it's everyone. I'm not. When you're in a situation where you don't have the prize in your hand, you start talking anyhow. Yeah, no matter how rich I am, I'm not gonna fly a girl out to this country or that. I don't care. Then you now have the money in your bank account. What are you doing? Once you have that trophy, once you guys have that trophy, you lot are gonna start acting different. I know already George is gonna be unbearable, and that confidence and that arrogance is gonna lead into just talking anyhow. And hold on. And Big Andy's going to come with a beautiful motivational TED talk. And you lot are going to be locked in. It was all part of the plan. Now we're in the Champions League. Levy told me. Like all of that, bruv. Do you get me? Bruv, you know Andy's a man that's good with his words. So after a win like that, saving the season, first trophy in 20 years or something, European trophy at that as well, Champions League qualification, every Tottenham fan is pressing reset. We go again. Go again. Am I lying?
Definitely.
Ash is already moved right now. He wants to buy a season ticket now. Look at him.
Hey, no, listen, no. You know what it is? I think Ange was like, oh, you're gonna have to put up with me a little bit longer, innit? But when he said that, I wasn't sure if I was reading into it saying, his fate's already been sealed by the board. So I'm not privy to know what goes on upstairs, innit? But I'm 50-50. I'm in the middle where I don't know what's going to happen. I'm Ange out no matter what, but I don't know whether like the fans are going to get giddy, like you man are saying. And then like, if they are saying, oh yeah, we're going to get rid of him, they can't get rid of him because the fans love him too much. There's an Ange cult out there. Like whether me or George likes it or not, there's actually an Ange cult and it's strong. It's strong. I'll be real. So I'm a bit nervous.
I bet you're gonna join the cult.
I think you're not gonna win it. You know. I think you're not.
So that's the thing is, I would agree in saying it's not safe to assume whether he gets sacked or not. We can't assume that Ange's gonna get sacked. I don't think that's necessarily the case. But D's saying I want him in. No, just like I said, I want him out regardless.
You're gonna change your mind. You're gonna change your mind. Guaranteed.
We do enough shows, so
look, the reality is, hey George, you don't remember.
And D, I don't know if you know, like, but now that you said guaranteed, just for that, I'll make sure I definitely don't change.
Hey, look how
you're gonna look
extra fire, bro. You're gonna look
crazy. You're gonna look crazy. You're gonna look. Do you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna look crazy and mentally unstable. If the day after you've won the Europa League, you're screaming Ange out on your stream, you're gonna seem delusional.
I'm gonna look mentally.
Diaries.
Do you know what?
You're gonna look. Thanks for the trophy. You won us a trophy, but I want about Champions League qualification. I want him. You're gonna look. I'm gonna look.
Because guess what? The message is powerful. No matter what,
you're gonna look.
I've got standard.
I hear it. If you do it, George, I hear it, man. We're gonna wrap up, but guys,
you know what? If they win it, you have to do that. Your stream of the stream of when you win the Europa League, you have to talk about how you need Ange out.
We'll
that has to be what you have to do now.
Yeah, I will.
You are wicked, man.
All right, cool.
And George,
wicked.
George,
you know what,
I'm just gonna
George,
hold on, George.
Don't worry about that.
George, I'm just gonna remind
you.
George, I'm just gonna remind you what's happened. I'm just going to remind you what's happened to Specks over the last 6 weeks. So if you can't see from that, he's been coming on streams with double D chest every week after his trophy, and that wasn't even in Europe. So George, I know you. You're confident without the trophy. So with one,
I'll be confident, but I'm still gonna. Whether we win or not, the next day you will hear, "I want Ange out."
No, not in no diplomatic way either. Not no diplomatic. Yeah, we want to think.
Oh, you want me going mad on stream after I won a game?
Get Ange out. Get Ange. That's what I want. Don't come with no diplomatic one-liner.
Because of this topic, this is the perfect chat to just end stream on. You know what I'm saying? First of all, smash the likes, share, comment, and subscribe. Check everyone's YouTube channel in the description of this, guys. Definitely 100%. I know they're doing some stuff throughout the week, so hit the notification so you can find out what shows they're doing. Jordan Reed comes in and says, "Ange will be a legend just for saying he wins a trophy in his second season and then actually doing it. Man's getting a statue, and you guys know it. And you're gonna go there and kiss the statue probably as well if that happens. Big up, smash the like button, share, comment, and subscribe. I don't even know what was going on there, guys. You got anything going on for the rest of the night or tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Do you know what? I'm doing a preview with Tobes, man. Shout out! I'm doing a preview with Tobes for that final, your Europa League final. So 1 p.m. tomorrow. Come over to the channel. We got a big preview going on, man. And then,
check it out, man. 16th and 17th in the league, man. Big Europa League final, guys. Smash the likes. We'll see you guys same time Monday next week. Oh, yeah, now.